top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. It's Burton. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on you on second down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the chance.
Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Burton. The sure hands, it's Willingham. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Going to the running game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here.
Timeout, BYU.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curved some of the... Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped.
And the returner will be knocked down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Back to pass, it's Vincent. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Knights are in the hurry-up. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He's in open space downfield. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The Knights are on the move. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. First down, 10 yards to go. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Back to pass, it's Burton. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Delivers the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Working the middle, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab on the left. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Knights want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Vincent. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This is the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Knights! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Burton. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run run it behind the big guys on the left. Can't get him to the ground. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. BYU right back to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Cougars. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating. Making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try to get outside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. These RPOs have really evolved. At one time, it was just a short pass, a little pop pass you would look for every now and then. This time they took a shot off of it.
And these RPOs have changed coverages for the defenses. I mean, the zone coverage nowadays is out the window because I got to find a way to somehow match up with you and take away all that short stuff. Okay, well, my answer is now I'm going to take shots down the field. Great job by the defense understanding what they were seeing.
Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Vincent. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Right back to the well. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Burton. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCF. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 17 over West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Burton. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Back to throw, it's Burton. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
That's reeled in. It's Willingham. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Willingham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They want to run it left here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And that's good for another Cougar.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Scanning the field, it's Burton. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out in the flat. He gets it in! Touchdown, Cougars!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So the 16-play drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. Not much doing there. Just picked up a couple before going out of bounds to stop the clock.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Got a man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Knights! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Burton. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.